Why would God reduce an army right before a battle? In the days when Israel was oppressed by the Midianites, their enemies would sweep across the land every harvest season. Their camels and soldiers were described in Scripture as countless as locusts. Into that fear and oppression, God called an unlikely leader, Gideon, a man threshing wheat in hiding to keep it from the Midianites. Through Gideon, God gathered an army. 32,000 men answered the call. But the Lord said something shocking. "The people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands." Why? Because if Israel won with such a large army, they might say, "My own hand has saved me." So Gideon made an announcement in the camp. "Whoever is fearful and afraid may return home." Immediately, 22,000 men left. Only 10,000 remained. But God said again, "The people are still too many." Then the Lord gave Gideon a strange test. He brought the soldiers down to the water. Some men knelt and buried their faces in the stream to drink. Others scooped water into their hands and lapped it while keeping their heads up and watching their surroundings. Then God revealed his choice. "By the 300 men that lapped will I save you." Only 300 soldiers remained. 300 men against an army too large to count. That night, Gideon divided them into 3 groups. Each man carried a trumpet, a clay jar, and a torch hidden inside the jar. When Gideon gave the signal, the night suddenly exploded. Trumpets sounded, clay jars shattered, torches blazed in the darkness, and the men shouted, "The sword of the Lord and of Gideon!" The Midianite army panicked in confusion and turned their swords against each other as they fled. 300 men did not defeat that army. God did. Because the victory was never meant to belong to Gideon. It belonged to the Lord. And the Bible still warns us today in 1 Peter 5:8, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." God chose the men who stayed alert, not distracted, not careless, vigilant. God often reduces what we rely on so we will rely on him alone. Stay watchful, stay faithful, and remember that every true victory belongs to God. Amen.